is Menopause Awareness Month, and today we're opening up the conversation.
This Wellness Wednesday, Dr. Natalie Gentile is helping us break down menopause, the symptoms, timelines, treatments, and tackle the myths around hormone therapy, fertility, and what's normal. I'm so glad. I feel like we could finally say that we're talking about it now.
It's about time.
I don't think that we can say it's hush-hush, because I do think there's been a huge movement to talk about this more. It affects half of the world's population, so let's do it. And I want to talk about like how we got to this point. Do you think it was social media that kind of opened this door?
Menopause is having its moment, that's for
It is,
sure.
yeah.
I agree. And I think that the more and more awareness that has come out, social media has taken advantage of that in a good way for the most part, right? I think it's really spreading the message, and women are telling their stories, right? You know, speaking up for symptoms they're having and ways that we can manage them.
Yeah.
And I, as a 37-year-old woman, never thought that I would be having these conversations with my friends right now about perimenopause. The group chat is lit with this a couple times a week. So I want to know really to bust the myth of menopause happens all at one time, because I thought, all right, mid-50s, I'm going to get warm, we're going to get this over with, and that's not the case.
I hope that's the case for you. I hope.
Yeah, right. And some people it is,
And some
right?
people
That's
it is.
the difference.
I was just having this conversation with a patient yesterday. It's an unpredictable time. I like to think of a Venn diagram, okay? Think of these circles that overlap. There are a lot of conditions out there that their symptoms overlap and are similar with menopause and perimenopause.
Right, like anxiety, for example.
Anxiety, depression, problems with sleep, changes in your body composition, hot flashes. These symptoms, you know, this mood lability, problems with sleeping, this could be due to a lot of things. But I think what women don't realize is perimenopause, this time before menopause hits, can last for up to 10 years in some way.
Natalie.
You and I are the same age.
I know. We're in this together.
Well, and I think that the issue up until now, and it's still occurring, I'm sure that if you talk with some women, they're still having this issue when they go to their doctor. It's this across the board, oh, you have anxiety. Okay, well, let's get you on something to help with that. Instead of looking at this bigger picture, I think that, especially in perimenopause, women are finding that all of the symptoms aren't being looked at as a whole.
Yeah, we really need to, I call it global. We need to do this global assessment of the patient, right? It's not just mood. It's also metabolic changes. We start to see women, again, these changes in body composition as they get into their late 40s, as they head toward menopause. Problems with your cholesterol, problems with your blood sugar. This is part of a bigger picture of what's happening in the body. And slapping a bunch of different medications at one individual, you know, each of these individual problems may not be the answer. We really should be treating perimenopause on a bigger scale.
And menopause as is. So what symptoms can some people consider normal when it comes to this time in life? And what are some things that really need addressed?
Okay, so first of all, let's define what menopause actually is, right? Because that's the day that it has been 12 months without a period. Okay. So that is when you have hit menopause. That time leading up to it is perimenopause. Again, can last up to maybe 10 years in some women. And this is that time period of the hot flashes. Oh, my sleep just isn't as good anymore. I'm waking up all of a sudden at 3 a.m. every day and I don't know why. Increases in depression or anxiety. Problems with putting on skeletal muscle mass, or problems with fat distribution in places it wasn't before.
And at this point, are we seeing changes in our menstrual cycles as well? Is that kind of the indicator that it's something more, or can that still be the same?
So periods can last and last and last until they're done. And then it's 12 months without it. Or you can go through this long period of time where maybe your cycle becomes shorter, your bleeding becomes heavier or less, you have your regular periods. It can look a ton of different ways.
I really want to talk, if you don't mind, I have one more follow-up question.
No, please,
I'm here. No,
I'm hanging on every
word. Let's talk about a hormone replacement, because I think that there was a lot looked into this, and a lot of women are scared to take it because of earlier studies, but there's been more research. So is it safe to take? I mean, individually looked at.
Yes,
but
big fan of hormone replacement therapy. Think about it. We head into menopausal years. Estrogen and progesterone, our primary hormones that we need as women, are starting to tank. We need to replace that for bone health, for cognitive health, for heart health, metabolic health. The list is endless. And so it is safe to use on an individual basis. Of course, these are, you know, informed consent discussions that you have, but those things have been debunked. Those concerns from past studies have been debunked. It is a safe conversation to have.
Wonderful.
So we have less than 30 seconds. Give us a list of things that we can make menopause a little bit easier for us right now.
Movement and mindfulness. Start there. Get moving in a way that feels comfortable for you, not a sticker chart.
Okay.
Walking, yoga, mindfulness-based movement can be really helpful for symptoms like hot flashes, especially, actually. So that's a huge part of it. I'm a big fan of mindful movement.
And advocate for yourself. I mean, you have to talk with your doctors. You have to advocate for yourself to get the right conversations going. Thank you so much. Really
Awesome,
good.
Matt. If you're interested in learning more about Direct Care Physicians of Pittsburgh or Rebel Wellness, head to our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh.
Coming up on the show, it's a night of great food and even greater impacts. Find out how this annual event is helping families turn tough times into treasured memories. Don't go anywhere.